My name is Mirtala Ulloa. My experiment today is going to be how greasy are your potato chips. The materials we're going to need are these three kinds of potato chips. I chose the classic, the oven baked, and the kettle cooked. We're also going to need some wax paper, a pen, some graphing paper, 3 small containers to put in each of the potato chips, a rolling pin, and a scale. This would be to measure how much grams we're going to need of each kind of potato chips, and also a timer. My dependent variable would be the total number of squares that are covered with grease here on the graphing paper. The independent variable would be the different types of chips we're going to be using. And my control would be the graph paper, the amount of chips, which we are going to be using 1 ounce, and the scale, which is the one we use to measure the amount of potato chips we're using. So my hypothesis for this experiment would be that the original potato chips would be the ones with the most grease. Okay, now for the experiment, we're going to start with the original. I'm using the whole ounce of the potato chips. I'm putting it on top of the graphing paper. Then I'm going to cover them with wax paper. And then I'm going to smash them until they become all pulverized. We're going to let it sit for like a minute. And after the minute, I'm going to count all the complete squares that are covered with the grease. And I'm going to do these steps for each individual type of potato chips. Have our final results. For the original, you can see here on the graphing paper, it's pretty much covered all with grease. I counted a total of 323 little squares. On the oven baked, you can hardly see any grease on them. I counted like more or less like 11. You can see like very little spots. And on the kettle, there were 212 little squares. So here you can see on the graph, the original ended up with 323, the oven baked with 11, and the kettle with 212. So as a result, my hypothesis was correct. The original potato chips are the ones with the most grease. Thank you.